So now you see that the result is displayed on the console, right? So it said that no ID card number is matched, right? So why you see that? Because the ID card number that we want to check is 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So we see that in the case 1, right, is not 1 2 3 4 5 4, right? The third case is the second case 1 2 3 4 5 3, and the third case 1 2 3 4 5 2. So it means that the all three case is not matched. So the program will go to the default case or the default statement, and if you show the statement, if you show the message no ID card is matched. And in this script, I'll show you how to use the switch statement with the default case. Let's say that we want to find out the ID card number, but in the case that no ID card number is matched, then the program will show us the message no ID card number is matched. So the first, we will declare the integer for our ID card number. So we declare int, and our variable is ID card number, and with the value 1 2 3 4 5 6, and it is the ID card number that we want to find out. So the next, what we want to do is using the switch statement. So in here we write switch, and inside the parenthesis we write the variable ID card, and then we will write the switch statement case. So we write case. So next to the case, we will write the value that we want to check, and in here our value is the ID card number. So let's say that we want to check the number ID card 1 2 3 4 5 4, and after that semicolon and enter. Below the case statement, we will display the message to the console. So we will use the console dot write, and here we will write the message that we want to display to the console, and the message is your ID card number is 1 2 3 4 5 4, and after displaying the message, we want the program to end the case statement. So we use the break statement to end the case, right? And if you have another new value to check, we will use the new case. So we will use the new case for this. So, and next to the case, we write a new value, which is our ID card number. and a new value is 1 2 3 4 5 3 and semicolon. And below we display the message by using console.write, and here we write a message if you want to display, and your ID card number is 1 2 3 4 5 3, and in this case we must end the case by using break statement. And the similarity, let's say that we have the third case, so you write a third case by case. The new value that we want to check is 1 2 3 4 5 2. So semicolon and enter. So display the message by using console.write and write a message. Your ID card number is 1 2 3 4 5 2. And we must end this case by using the break statement. Okay, so let's say that we have 3 values to check, which it is the ID card number. But in the case that it's not found, we will use another message to notify to the user, right? So in this case we will use the default statement, this one, and semicolon. And for this case below the default statement we will write the message to display the console. So we use a console write, and in this case the message is different. You write that no ID card is matched. No ID card number is matched. Right. So after displaying the message, we should end the default case by using break statement. So this is about our program. So now we run our program. Okay. So now we run. So now you see that the result is displayed on the console, right? So it said that no ID card number is matched, right? So why you see that? Because the ID card number that we want to check is 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So we see that in the case 1, right, is not 1 2 3 4 5 4, right? The third case is, the second case 1 2 3 4 5 3, and the third case 1 2 3 4 5 2. So it means that the all 3 cases is not matched. So the program will go to the default case or the default statement, and it will show the statement. It will show the message no ID card is matched, and the program will end. But if we want to change our ID card number to be matched, one of the three cases we can change. For example, here we use is the 3, right? Here we change to be 3. So when we change to be 3, we will run our program again. So now you see that it shows that UID card number is 123453, right? Because we change our ID card number 123453, so it will be correct for the second, right? For the second case. So this is about how to use the switch statement. First condition is true, and the second condition is true. That is, this means that if you use the logical operator AND, that means all of the condition must be true. Then the logic operator AND will be true, but one of the all condition that is false, that means the logical operator AND will be false. The logical operator AND will have the symbol like this. We like the symbol AND in twice. So they call this logical AND. And to use the logical operator AND, let's say that we have the example like this. The first example that we have the Visa card and how to use the Visa card to buy a product. So the first we declare the integer Visa card ID. So in here, for example, we have the initial value 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, that is. And after that, example that we have the money in the Visa card 100, so we declare the integer the double, that are money. And for example, the Visa card has money $100. So here, to buy the product, we have the condition, right? So the condition, if we have the condition if and Visa card, the Visa card ID must be correct. So here must be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. And so now we use the logical operator AND like this. So the money, if you want to buy the product, your Visa card must have money more than 100. So in here I can write greater $100 like this. And in here you can write the message by using console, and in here you can write, and you can buy product like this. And otherwise we will use the else. else condition. In here you say that console, we write the message like this. In here we said that please try again, like this. It means that if your ID card and money that's not correct, you have to try again. So to explain how to use the logic operator and this one, right? We use this. That means if we had more than one condition, we can use the logic operator and in here our first condition is this one. Visa card ID must be correct, right? So after that, the money inside the Visa card must be greater than $100 or must be more than $100. This is the second condition. So our logical operator and will be correct when the first condition is true and the second condition is true. That is, this means that if you use the logical operator and, that means all of the condition must be true, then the logic operator and will be true, but one of the all condition that is false, that means the logical operator and will be false. So now let's see that we have, let's check that you see that to try this, we check the Visa card. Visa card we had 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? This one is correct and this one must be greater than 100, but here is 100. So for example that I change to be 101, right? So now let's run our program by press Ctrl F1 on the keyboard. So now our program is running and we have to wait a moment. So in this case you see that we have the both condition is correct. You see that the money is greater than 100, like. So now our running result, that means you can buy products, this means it's correct, right? So let's see here, you see that the first condition is correct and the second condition is correct. So both condition correct, that means the logic operator and will be correct. So it can enter inside the if and execute the statement console, right, to print the message you can buy products. So the next for example that we had one condition is not correct or is false. For example that my ID card has the money just only 100. So let's run in this case. Ctrl F5 on the keyboard. So now you see that you see like this our run result. So you see that our run result is say that please try again. So please try again is mean that the program didn't enter inside the if, but it go to the else and print the message please try again, as you see in here, because one of our two our condition is 4. You see that the money is 100 is greater than 100, that is 4, right? So 1 is 4, that means the logic operator and will be 4 too. So when the condition is 4, that means the program don't enter inside the if button. So now let's see, for example, that our money is correct, but the ID card is not correct. For example, I just have only for example 1 like this. So let's run our program. So you see that in this case the Visa card ID is not correct. So the result will be, please try again, as you see in here, because our ID card is not correct. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1, right? But 7 8 9. So this means that the logical operator and will be 4, because one of that is 4. For example, the first condition here are 4, and the second condition also be 4. So when the first condition and the second condition 4, so there are all logical operator will be 4. The logical operator or will be like this, and this they call logical or we can write logical operator like this. So to explain how to use the logical or operator, we will use this example. For example, that we want to separate the priority group for the egg. So the first we declare the integer egg with the value, for example 16, right? So this is the egg of preparation. So the next we use the if statement, and you write in here egg less than 18 or egg greater than 16, and inside here we'll write that if your egg is less than 18, that means you are children, so you will be in the priority group. Or if your egg is more than 60, that means that you are elder people, so you also will be in the priority group. So in the case like this, you can use or. So now we can use console dot write, and in here I can write you are in priority group like this. So if you are not, we can use else to display that. If you are not, we use the console dot write, and in here if you are not, this means please wait till next day. For example, like this. So now you see that in the condition, if we have the two conditions, right? One condition is the egg is greater than 60. If you are you are older than 60, this means you are elder people, so you are in the priority group. Or if your age is less than 18, this means you are children or you are child, so that you are also in the priority group. So in the case like this, we can use or logical operator. So for the logical or operator, it will be true when one in or condition is true. So this means that the logical operator or will be 4 when both are 4. For example, the first condition here are 4, and the second condition also be 4. So when the first condition and the second condition 4, so the all logical operator will be 4. In the case the first condition and the second condition is 4, this means when all of the condition 4, that means the logical operator all will be 4 in the case like that. So when the condition when the all condition is 4, it means that the program will not go inside the if statement, and it will skip to the else statement. You see in here. So now you see that our egg will be with the initial value 16 years old, right? So when 16 years old, you see that if will match for the condition that egg is less than 18, right? So this condition is true, but this one is 4 for in this case. So only 1 through 1 4, that means the logical all will be true, because the logical all will be 4 only when the both conditions are 4. So now let's learn our program to prove that our explaining is true. Press Ctrl F5 on the keyboard. So now our program is learning, and we have to wait a moment, but let's see the result. In here we have the condition in if statement and the else. So now you see that our condition, our running result will be like this: you are in priority group, right? So when it prints the statement, this statement to the console, it means that it the program go inside the if statement and use the statement console.write to print the message you are in priority group. Because our age value is 16 is less than 18, so that is true. When that's true, that means the condition in the all logical operator will be true, so it print this one. So now let's change. If we change this one to be greater, for example, the value of the age is greater than 60, for example, I put 62 like this, right? So when you put 62, you'll see that this condition 62 is greater than 60, that is mean true. So this means this condition is true, but you see that this one is 4, right? 62 is greater than 18, that is 4. But only one is true, that means the all logical will be true, so the if statement will be true, so it should print the message you are in priority group. So now let's run our program by Control F5 on the keyboard. So now you see that our result will be like this. It say you are in priority group. Why? You see here, right, as I explained previously, that our egg value is 62, so 62 is greater than 60. That means this is true. But if we put the egg in the between 18 to 60, this condition will be 4. So for example, that at adult I put 22, change this to be 22. When I put this to 22, you'll see that what happened. You see that for the condition in here, this condition is 4, right? This condition for 22 is smaller or less than 18. It is 4. So the first condition is 4, and the second condition, you see that 22 is greater than 60. It is also 4. So this means both of our conditions are 4. So when both of our conditions are 4, that means the logical OR will be 4. So when it is 4, this means the if statement will exist, and the program will goes to the else statement and print the message, please wait till next day. It should be like that. So now let's run our program to prove that it is true or false. So you just Control and F5 on the keyboard. So now our program is running, and you see that the result should be as I explained previously. So now you see that the result will be like this, right? Please wait till next day, right? Please wait till next day. So this means our program didn't go to the if statement, because that is 4. So when the statement 4, this means the program should go to the else statement and go inside the else statement and print the message inside that, right? Please wait till next day. And this is how to use the OR logical operator. But you should remember that the logical OR operator will be 4 when all of the conditions are 4 only than 16, right? This one should be what? 8 is greater than 16. This should be 4, right? Should be 4. But when I put in here, I put the logical NOT in here, so I should put in here too, right? NOT, like this. So it means that the symbol of logical NOT will be like this. This one they call NOT, or you can say logical NOT in C# programming. And to explain how to use the logical NOT, I will use this example. For example, that I declare the integer 8 with the value 16 years old, and in here I will use the if statement to separate the x. For example, in here I use the NOT logic code, and inside I say x greater than 16, that is, and in the case of this I will use the console.write to say that you are less than 16 years old, like this. Otherwise I will use the else, and in here I will say that you are more than 16 years old, like this. So now let's see our program. In here you see that we have the condition like this, right? X is greater than 16. For example, in here I put in here to be 8, like this, 8 years old. And let's see what is happened at here. You see that if I say x, right, x, the value of the variable x is x, so x is greater than 16, right? This one should be what? X is greater than 16. This should be 4, right? Should be 4. But when I put in here, I put the logical NOT in here, so I should put in here too, right? NOT, like this. So it means that 4, but I put not 4. Not 4. If it's not 4, then it should be true, right? So the result will be true, like this. This means that if you put the initial value with 8, so the condition will be true at the last. So now if the condition is true, that means the program will go inside the if statement and print the message you are less than 16. But if the condition is false, the program will not go to the if statement, but you skip to the else statement and print the statement that you are more than 16. So now let's run our program. Press Ctrl F5 on the keyboard, and now our program is running. So let's see that the program will the learning of the program result will be what as we expect or not. So now let's wait to see. So the program result already here. So you see that the program's result is you are less than 16, right? You are less than 16. This means that the program go inside to the if statement and print the message you are less than 16. So the result will be as the previous explanation. So the next, if I change this one. For example, that I put is here to be 18 like this, right? So what will happen if I put this one with 18 like this, like 18 is greater than 16. This is true, right? So this means this one to be true. That is 18 is greater than 16. That is true. But outside I use the logical not. It means not true. If it's not true, then it should be 4. So the result of the condition, this should be 4. Like this. If I put the initial value with 18 for our variable 8, so the result should be 4. So when the condition is 4, the program will not go inside the if statement. But if you go to the else statement and print the message you are more than 16. So now let's press Ctrl Alpha on the keyboard and see what will happen to our program. So now our program is run, and the result is shown like this. You are more than 16 years old, right? So it means that our program go to the else statement and print the message you are more than 16. So this is about how to use the logical not in C# programming. How does a while loop work? A while loop checks whether a condition is true or false. If the condition is true, the statements inside the while loop will be executed. Otherwise, the loop will stop, and the program will continue executing the code that follows the loop. Now let's look at an example of how to use a while loop. In this code, we declare a variable named num with an initial value of 1. We then use a while loop to print the numbers from 1 to 3 to the console. In the code, we declare a variable named num with the value 1, which means the memory location for num contains the value 1. That's why in the condition of the while loop, 1 is less than 4 is evaluated, and the expression 1 is less than 4 is true. When the condition is true, the program enters the while loop and executes the statements inside it. The statement console.writeLine prints the value 1, the current value of num, to the console and moves to a new line. Then, the statement num++ is executed, which increases the value of the variable num by 1. This means 1 plus 1 equals 2, so the new value of num becomes 2. Now the while loop will check the condition num is less than 4 again, but the value of the variable num has already becomes 2. So the condition becomes 2 is less than 4, and the expression 2 is less than 4 is true. When the condition is true, the program enters the while loop and executes the statements inside it. The statement console.writeWrite prints the value 2, the current value of num, to the console and moves to a new line. Then, the statement num++ is executed, which increases the value of the variable num by 1. This means 2 plus 1 equals 3, so the new value of num becomes 3. Now the while loop will check the condition num is less than 4 again, but the value of the variable num has already becomes 3. So the condition becomes 3 is less than 4, and the expression 3 is less than 4 is true. When the condition is true, the program enters the while loop and executes the statement inside it. The statement console.writeWrite prints the value 3, the current value of num, to the console and moves to a new line. Then, the statement num++ is executed, which increases the value of the variable num by 1. This means 3 plus 1 equals 4, So the new value of num becomes 4. Now the while loop will check the condition num is less than 4 again, but the value of the variable num has already become 4. So the condition becomes 4 is less than 4, and the expression 4 is less than 4 is false. When the condition is false, the program exits the while loop and the program ends. After explaining about the while loop, so now let's see how the real program will be run. So in here we have to increase the number with the initial value 1 as the explanation. So after that we will write the while loop. So in here we write the while loop, and in the condition we have the variable num is less than 4, and after that we will print the variable num. So we use console dot write here. So in here we write the variable num, and after that we increase the variable num by 1. So we use a num and plus. So this is about our program. So now we can run by Control F5 on the keyboard. So now you see that we have the result. So let's see our result. You see that the result will be as the explanation, right? So 1, 2, 3, right? So the new program run the result will be as the explanation. And in here we see that we increase the value able num by 1, but if we want to increase the value able num more than 1, we can make another. So now I will tell you how to increase the variable num more than 1. For example, in here you can change this one to be plus equal to, right? So this means that we increase the variable num by 2. So in here you can comment like this equal valent 2. You can see that we can explain this by comment num equal and num plus 2. It will be like this. You can write this one, or you can write this. It has the same meaning, so don't worry. So now it means that we increase the variable by 2. So now let's run our program again by Ctrl press F5 on the keyboard. Okay, so now you see that the result will be that is 1 and 3 only. Why? Because we increase the variable num by 2, so 1 plus 2 is 3, right? 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 less than 4, so it prints the number 3. But the next we increase by 2, so 3 plus 2 will be 5. So 5 is less than 4. That is not true, right? It's 4. So when the program is 4, so it will stop. But if you want to see more about, we can change the number in the condition. So for example, I change the 4 to be 12, and we run again. Ctrl F5 on the keyboard. So now you see that the result is quite different. So now you see that we have about 11, right? So the first it prints 1 less than 12, so it's print 1. And the next 1 plus 2 is 3, right? So 3 less than 12, so it prints the number 3. And the next the plus 3 plus 2 will be 5. 5 less than 12, so print 5. 5 plus 2 will be 7, right? 7 less than 12, so it prints 7. And 7 plus 2 will be 9, right? 9 will be print. And 9 plus 2 will be 11. And 11 is less than 12, so it's print 11. And the next will be 11 plus 2 will be 13, right? 13 is less than 12, is 4. So when the program is 4, our program will end. So the result will be like this, because it print 1 and 1 plus 2 will be 3, right? 3 less than 6, so it print 3 plus 2 will be 5. 5 less than 6, so it prints 5 plus 2 will be 7. 7 is less than 6, that is 4. When it is 4, so it doesn't print and it stops there. Do while. How do you use do while loop? In C# you just like this, do like this, do, and open the parenthesis, then you end by while like this, and open, and end by the semicolon. And in here, in this one, you will have to write the condition in this space, and inside in here you can write the statement that you want to execute for the do while loop. For example, in here I want to print the number 1 to 5, so I will declare the variable integer x with the initial value with 1, like this. So after that, I want to print the value of the variable 1. So inside here I will use the statement console dot write like this, and inside in here the quotation I will write value of x, like this. So in here I will write 0, comma, and x, and semicolon. After that, I want to increase the value of x, so you have to write x and plus, and this means that x equal x plus 1. So after that, I want my program to stop at the number 5, so I will write the condition x less than 6, like this. So now we run our program. Press Ctrl F5. So our program is running. So now you see that the result will be like this. As you see here, we have the value of x start from 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how does the do while loop work? The do while loop will execute the first, if you execute the inside the do while. So our variable x have the value 1, so you print 1 first, this one first, and after that if it increase by 1, so plus 2, right? So 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 is less than 6. That is true. So the condition x less than 6 is true. So when this condition is still true, the program will still continue. So you print 2, right? 2 plus 1, 3. 3 less than 6. So print 3. And 3 plus 1 will be 4. 4 less than 6. So it print 4 plus 1 will be 5. 5 less than 6. So it's print. But the next 5 plus 1 will be 6. 6 is less than 6. That is 4. So when the program is when the condition is 4, the program will do while loop will stop, and our program will end. So at this time we just have print the number 1 till number 5 only. So now if I want to increase the value of x by 2, I can increase this one, just like plus and equal with 2. So this means it will be 2, like this. So now let's try to run this one. So now you see that it will be like this. So now you see that it 1 3 5. Why? Because it print 1 and 1 plus 2 will be 3, right? 3 less than 6. So it print 3 plus 2 will be 5. 5 less than 6. So it prints 5 plus 2 will be 7. 7 is less than 6. That is 4. When it is 4, so it doesn't print and it stops the do while loop. So the next we will consider if we want to decrease. If we want to decrease, we have to change this one. For example, it must be greater than x greater than 6. So in here we can decrease by using the minus, and in here it means that this will be minus. In this case, you have to increase the value of the x. For example, in here I put it to be 15, right? So I want to print 15 until 7. So now let's run our program. Press Ctrl F5. So now our program is running. Okay, so you see that we have the result like this. So let's see a result. You see that the initial value of x 15, so it print this one first, and after is minus 2, right? 15 minus 2, it should be 13. 13 is greater than 6, so the loop continue, and it prints this one. 13 minus 2, that 11. 11 greater than 6, so it continue. Minus 2, left 9. 9 greater than 6, so continue. And minus 2, left 7. 7 greater than 6, so it continue. And the next will be 7 minus 2 will be 5. 5 greater than 6, that is 4. When it's 4, the loop will stop. And it's about how to use the do while by decrease, right? So, and in the case that I want to change this one, even I just write in here will be for example, I change this one to be 1, and I run this program. and it's running. Okay, so you see that why it just print the one line only. Why? Because you see that when we change the initial value of x to be 1, so the first the do while have no condition. So if you print this line, the value of x 1, right? After that, it 1 minus 2 will be minus 1 minus 1 is greater than 6, that is 4. So the do while will stop, and into that our program will end, and it just print only this line from 10 to 12, right? So this means that the value of x is increased by 2. So 10 plus 2 is 12, right? 12 less than 15. So next, 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 is less than 15. So it's connect. But when it plus 2, 14 plus 2 is it will be 16. 16 is less than 15. This statement is 4. So when our program, when the statement is 4, the program will exit the while the for loop. So it will print this message to the console I will see in here. Hello guys, today I will show you how to use for loop in C# programming language. So for C#, we can use for loop by just print 4, and inside the parentheses you can declare the variable. For example, in here we declare integer, and the value x equal had the initial value 10, and after that we will declare the condition, right? Condition, we write x must be is less than, for example, 15, and the next we will increase the value of x by 1, so we write plus. And the next is mean that inside the for loop we will print the number of the variable x. So we write console dot write, and inside the parenthesis we write the value of x, and open, and you write 1, and outside we can write the value of x and semicolon. So this is about how to use while loop. So in here you see that the first time you should declare the value able with the initial value. So in here wherever, and what you have to remember, the next step is mean that you should have the condition for the loop. So in here our condition is mean that the value of x must be less than 50. So the next is mean the change of the value of the variable x is mean when you write x plus is mean that the value of x will increase by 1, or you can write like this in here. I will comment like this. So it means that x equal x plus 1. It will be like this for x plus, the meaning of x plus, right? So this you can write x plus meaning, right, like this. This is a comment. So now let's run our program by press Ctrl F5 on the keyboard. So now you see that the result will be like this. So let's see our result. So you see that our program prints right the message value of x start from 10, because our value x have the initial value with 10, so 10 start with 10. So you see that 10 less than 15, right? So the condition is true. When the condition is true, so it's go next, right? So when it go next, it means that the value of x will change by plus 1 or increase by 1. So this means 10 plus 11. So 10 plus 1, so it will be 11. So you see that we have 11, the next, right? So when compare 11 with 15, 11 less than 15 is true. So program next plus 1, 12, right? 12 less than 15 is true. Plus 1, 13, 13 less than 15 is true. So go next. And 13 plus 1 is 14, and 14 is less than 15, so it's true. But the next 14 plus 1 is 15, right? So 15 is less than 15. This statement is 4. So when our program is 4, it means that the loop will stop. So when the loop stop, our program will end, and we have this message to the console I see in here. So this is about how the for loop work in the C# programming language. But it has many ways for how to use the for loop. And in this case, we just increase the value of x by 1, right? For example, I want to increase the value of x by 2. How to do that? We just increase. You just change this way. For example, I want to increase by 2. You just write plus and equal, and you can write 2 like this. Just plus equal 2, right? And this means that this one this means that x equal x plus 2. You have the meaning like this. X equal x plus 2. So let's run our program. Control F5 on the keyboard. So our program is running. So this is the result. And let's see the result. The result will like this. So let's consider our result. You see that from 10 to 12, right? So this means that the value of x is increased by 2. So 10 plus 2 is 12, right? 12 less than 15. So next, 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 is less than 15. So it's connect. But when it plus 2, 14 plus 2 is when it will be 16. 16 is less than 15. This statement is 4. So when our program, when the statement is 4, the program will exist the while the for loop. So it will print this message to the console I will see in here. And it's about how to increase the value of x. So in here you see that our condition in here, you see that x less than, right? So what happened will be when our loop x greater than. So in here, if I change is to be greater x greater than 15. When you When the value of the x is greater than 15, it means that the initial value of it must be greater than 15. So in here, for example, I change to be 30. So the initial value of the x start with 30, but the condition x must be greater than 15. So the next we should decrease, because the condition greater, so we should decrease. So in here, for example, I want to decrease our value by 2, right? So I can write this x minus equal 2, and this means x equal x minus 2, like this. So in here, when we run our program, press Ctrl F5. So our program is running. Okay, now so you will see that the result will be like this, right? So it starts from 30, right? It starts from 30, but decrease by 2. So 30 minus 2 equal 28. 28 greater than 15, right? So it's continue, minus 2, 26. 26 greater than 15, so continue, minus 2, 24 greater than 15, minus 2, 22 greater than 15, minus 2, 20 greater than 15, minus 2, 18, 18 greater than 15, minus 2, 16 greater than 15. So you print. But the next step, 16 minus 2 will be 14. 14 is greater than 15. This statement is 4. When this statement is 4, the value will be n. Or our program is easy to the for loop. So you print our statement to be like this. And if you want to decrease more, you can change this value, for example, by 5, right? So you can just Control F5. So when we decrease by a large number, so the number of line in the console view less. So you see that we have only 3 lines in the console, right? Because 30 minus 5, 25, right? 25 minus 5 less 20, right? And 20 minus 5 less 15, 15 is greater than 15 is 4. So the program is stopped. And this is about the decrease. So the next, for example, that I don't want to declare our variable inside the for loop. You can change this one. You can delete this one. You can delete this one and let this to be space, but you declare outside the loop. So you can say like this, you can do like this. Okay, this should be 5. So it's no problem. So let's run our program. So you take time to see the result. So now you see that the result will be like this, right? It's the same. It's the same. Such the last moment, and you declare the variable inside or outside is no matter. So the same. And for example that the condition the same, but I don't want to write the increment or the decrement or the variable x inside the for loop. I can write outside. You just change this way. You just change this part, and you write below the statement console.write, right? So you can pass n here. But when you write the outside, you should end by semicolon. So you can write this one. So when you like this v, you run our program, and the result must be the same. So it takes a little bit time. So okay, so you see that the result is the same, right? The same this result. So it doesn't matter where you declare your variable inside or outside, or the increment of the variable. You can write the above, or you can write after the console.write, right? And this is about how to use for loop 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But in the case that I don't want to print the number 5, I don't want to print this line, number 5 only. How do I do that? In this script, I will show you how to use the continuous statement in C#. Let's say that I want to print the number 1 to 9 to the console by using for statement. So I will do like this. Declare the variable x with the initial value 10, 1, and let's define the condition x less than 10, and increase the value of x by 1, and inside the for loop I will print the number. So I use the console write statement, and inside in here I will write a value of x. So in here we'll 0 and comma x. So now let's run our program. Control F5. So our program is running. Now we see that the result will be like this, right? So the result will be print the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But in the case that I don't want to print the number 5, I don't want to print this line, number 5 only. How do I do that? I'll show you. In the case, we will use the continuous statement. So the first we will write if, that is x equal 5, and continue like this. So now let's run the program. Control F5. Okay, so now let's see our result, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. No, the number 5, right? 7, 8, 9. So you see that if we use the continuous statement, that means it will skip the in the case that it the value of x is 5, right? And if I want to skip more than one line, how to do that? For example, I want to skip the number 7 and number 8. How to do that? So I'll show you. In the case, we will use the continuous statement, but we use more than one, and we use else if x equal 7. In that case, continue like this, and more you want to skip when x have the value 7, 8, right? Else if x equal 8, and this also continue like this. So now let's run our program. Control F5 on the keyboard. So the expectation will be like this. Let's see. So now you see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, right? No 5. 7, no. 8, no, right? 9 only, right? So in the case like this, we want to skip the line number 5, 7, and 8. So we use the continuous statement like this. If I want to print from the number 1 to number 4 only by using a break statement, how do I do that? In this script, I will show you how to use the break statement in C# programming. Let's say that we declare integer x have the value 1, and we use the while loop. In this case, I want to print the value of x 1 until 9, so I will write the condition x must less than 10, and inside the while loop I will print I use this statement to print the value of x. Value of x like this. So when I want to print start from 1 until 9, I should increase the value of x. So in here, increase by 1 like this. So now let's run our program. So now you see that what is the result if you p. Okay, so now you see that the result will be is you print the statement like this. Right? So you print 1 until 9, right? So when it increase 10 and the condition of y is false, so the program is stopped. But how if I want to print from the number 1 to number 4 only by using a break statement, how do I do that? So I will show you if I want to print 1 to 4 only. So how to do that? To do that, we use the break statement. So in here we will use the if. You see that if the value of x equals 5, and we use the break break statement like this. The break statement will stop the while loop. So now let's run our program. Press Ctrl F5. Okay, so now you see that if you print the number 1, 2, 3, 4, but number 5 it doesn't print. Why? Because when the value of x equal to 5, so if you continue at the statement, if statement, and 5 equal 5, so it break. So when it enter the if statement, the break statement will exit the while loop. That's why when it exits, it doesn't print the number 5, and when it exits the while loop, our program will end. So it just print only 1, 2, 4. For example, I just want to print 1, 2, 3 only. I should change here to be 4. So when I change it to be 4, it just print to the console only 1, 2, 3 only. Let's see. So it's running. Just wait a moment. Okay. So you see this, right? Print only 1, 2, 2, 3, and the number 4 it doesn't print. Because when the value of x equal to 4, the break statement will exit the while loop, so it doesn't come around at the statement console.write and equal plus. And this is about how to use break statement.